Welp, the internet has pissed me off yet again, but that's not new. Hi, welcome to the show where I talk about things that nobody cares about my opinion on, and today I'm going to be talking about the Amazing Digital Circus, which if you go to my YouTube shorts and my TikTok, that's mostly what I post about, because I make animatics that are not good, but are fun for me to make. I want to talk about the theatrical release of Digital Circus and how I'm more interested than angry about the way that people are perceiving this and receiving this like news. So it's going to be released in theaters between June 4th and June 7th, I think. I could be wrong, but only in like America, like North America, like a couple places. And the general reaction is being angry because, especially like Europe, is pretty bad about this, which I just find very interesting. I just. Okay. So, this is not a new thing that the internet does, like, bully people and, like, creators because they disagree with the way things are. Like, obviously, this has happened in the Amazing Digital Circus fandom already when people were super mean to Gooseworks because she had an opinion on her show that Jax and Pomni were the main characters or whatever, and everybody was like super mean to her on either Reddit or Twitter. I don't remember because I don't use Twitter, and she had to like delete her account because like it just escalated. You guys like really need to be more grateful, okay? So I understand that it's frustrating to not be able to see this in theaters. I get it, and I understand, but this is so. I just don't understand like what you guys aren't understanding about how monumentous this is, how crazy this is. Like you guys are acting. It feels to me like it's a bunch of children who are mad about this. And I know that that's mean or whatever, but like maybe it is because a lot of, I don't know how or why Digital Circus is latched onto kids. Gooseworks and Glitch didn't do the FNAF thing or the Poppy Playtime thing and like dumb it down for you guys because this is not for you, right? This is like a very well thought out piece of art. This isn't like just monkeys dancing for your entertainment, okay? This is somebody's passion. And it feels like that one Bluey episode.
Oh, you can be my husband. Hey, no fair. I want a husband too.
Yes, here you go. Same as bingo.
Ding, 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 ding. Hey, Gerald doesn't have a shovel. Mom, Bingo's husband is better than mine.
Just try and be happy with what you've got, okay?
I can't
Watch it because clearly you need this lesson. Is like you can't always have something that somebody else has. And I just don't understand. I just don't understand what you guys aren't getting. And here's the thing, right? How does this benefit people who aren't being able to see it theatrically? It benefits everybody because Glitch gets more money, Gooseworks gets more recognition. Gooseworks, the creator, can end up making more things. Glitch will have more funding for more of their shows. Like, and it shows to big people like Hollywood and stuff that indie animation is like a real thing and that it deserves recognition. Like, guys, this is a great benefit. And let's see. And if you like recently, I'm thinking of Iron Lung, right? I remember when Iron Lung was originally released, people had to manually call theaters, right, to get it in. And whenever I went to buy tickets for TADC Theatrical, it was already in so many theaters. That's crazy. How is it already in so many theaters already? Like, AMC, like, already acknowledged it. That's insane. Like, and, like, Markiplier is, like, not, like, a small fish, right? And I know you could make the argument that Glitch is a company, but Glitch is also an indie company. Glitch is an indie company. Glitch is not A24 or Paramount, okay? This is a big deal. Okay? You need to be more supportive. I've seen this happen I've been on the internet for a while, okay? I'm not that old. I'm only 24, but Jesus. And recently, because I had recorded this prior, recently, the Glitch CEO, oh my god, I'm so mad. He had to, like, write a letter of an apology to people, to like fans, and I wanted to go over it really quickly because I like skimmed it. It makes me so sad. He says, hey everyone, Kevin, CEO of Glitch here, wanted to jump in and talk directly about the theatrical release of the Digital Circus finale, and it being 2 weeks before the YouTube release. The reason we're pushing for this is because the one event that has potential to change how the entire industry views indie animation, which is true. If this works, we get a YouTube animated series into thousands of theaters globally. It opens doors not just for us, but for many creators and many projects for the future of original creator-led storytelling. To be blunt, getting to this point has been a massive uphill battle. The traditional film industry has never really done something like this before, at a global scale. Like a lot of the bets we've been taking over 8 years of running Glitch, it takes a bit of risk to truly push into new territory, but we really believe in its worth. The 2-week gap came out with a lot of back and forth. Theaters were originally asking for a minimum of a month. I pushed hard to get it down to just 1 week or less, but they weren't willing to budget for that. 2 weeks was where we finally landed, and even if that was apparently, quote, unheard of for them. I get that this is not ideal for everyone, and I genuinely hear the frustration, but if this works, it changes the game for us, and a lot of independent creators down the line. I also hear those of you who are frustrated because there isn't a theater near you yet. We are working round the clock to fix that. We are currently in active talks with several theater chains in many countries around the world. We're pushing for more screenings and more locations every single day. Also, we really want to get to theaters in our home, Australia. Trust me, we do. Because they're an Australian company, guys. Okay, this is not an American-based company. For those of you who've been respectfully reaching out to your local cinemas, thank you. It's actually working. Those emails are the best leverage we have to show theaters that there's a massive audience waiting for this. We're doing everything in our power to make this as accessible as possible while trying to move the needle for indie animation as a whole. Thanks for sticking with us. Oh my god. This, to me, is common sense, right? They know that they have a huge audience, guys, and I knew, especially from that poster that they originally posted, they were going to be working hard to try to get this into other countries, other theaters, and everybody's just being so mean about it. And not to mention the fact that this entire community, I've been in a lot of fandoms over the years, okay? This entire community has been the most ungrateful I've ever seen. We get this show for free on YouTube. And, mind you, in my opinion, I'm a random person, who gives a shit, but in my opinion, one of the best written shows I've ever seen in my life. Perfectly paced, perfectly written, down to the minute detail in the music. Okay? And you guys are going to stand there and be like, oh god, my steak is too buttery, right? My blanket is too warm. Oh, it gets me heated. I see so many comments. I literally cannot go on TikTok or YouTube or Reddit, especially Reddit. They're so mean on Reddit. Either, oh, POV, Glitch making the worst merch known to man. Shut up! You have to complain about everything. Oh, there's not enough Zooble. There's not enough Gangle. There's too much Jax. There's too much Jax. Hey, how about you? You know, there's probably a reason for that, first of all. Also, this isn't your show. And I understand the frustration, okay? I get it. We all have frustrations with things that we love. But there's no need to be harassing people online. People, please. Especially you guys harassing the voice actors. Oh my god, it drives me nuts. Do you know who has more decorum than us amazing Digital Circus fans? I'm about to blow your mind. Guess which fandom is nicer to the creator and stuff? Hazbin Hotel. Yeah, let that sink in. I know that Vivzy Pop has had issues with people, but those were people outside the fandom. The fandom of Hazbin Hotel is very kind to the people that, you know, like, they are grateful, they are happy, right? And everybody complains about that show because they swear every second and, like, it's not written that well, and I can agree with that. But, and then we have this being given to us on a silver platter, right? Not through an Amazon paywall, for free on YouTube, and you guys are complaining about everything. I bet I could find you millions of comments complaining about everything. Oh, it makes me heated, and I think it does have to do. I personally think it does have to do with the fact that this show has a younger audience, for some reason. You know, I get that it's brightly colored, right? Oh, it's just frustrating. And I know I know. I understand. Take a deep breath. You're mad, okay? You're angry. People are angry because I've called this out. If anybody even watches this. But I will say, personally, I'm not going to have any spoilers on my channel, right? Because I like to make animatics and edits and stuff. I won't have any spoilers, okay? Between the 2 weeks. I will be uploading things, hopefully to satiate your hunger, and hopefully by the time this stuff comes out in theaters, hopefully there's going to be less people angry because they're going to be able to get it into more theaters, right? I do really hope for that. I want that for you guys, and I want everybody who loves this show to have this experience along with me and everybody else, right? This is a big deal. This is historical, and I think it's wonderful that they were able to achieve this at all. And I know, right? I will try to upload things, and my big thing is, because I've been wanting to do YouTube for a long time, my big plan is I want to do a video essay about this show because I love it so much, and it means so much to me, and I want to have it uploaded either the day of episode 9 releasing on YouTube or the day after, like breaking down everything. And in the meantime, I think those 2 weeks especially, I'm going to try to upload a bunch of stuff to try to, like baby bird feed you guys content, right? Okay, no spoilers, I promise. I'm really sorry that if this made you angry, you know, I'm just frustrated a little bit. And I know it's not everybody. It is the voices of the few, right, that are the loudest, right? And I hope that you enjoyed this video, but that's just my piece, okay? Alright, have a good night.
Humans! They only think about themselves. They're spoiled!